You're not sitting on an idea because you're lazy. You're not sitting on it because you don't believe in it. You're sitting on it because you're waiting for it to be ready. I did it for longer than I want to admit. I built 2 products. Both of them solved real problems. Both of them were things I personally needed and couldn't find anywhere else. And both of them sat on my hard drive while I kept optimizing. In this video, I'm going to tell you what made me ship and the 3 things I learned the moment I stopped waiting for ready and started letting the market tell me what it needed. So I was in a hotel room in Taiwan. I just finished 4 days delivering an Exos mentorship course for coaches from across Asia Pacific. Then I got a message. A project I had scheduled for July, one I was counting on financially, had just been canceled. I want to be straight with you about what happened next because it wasn't some inspirational moment of clarity. It was panic. The first thing I thought was, that's income I was counting on that's now gone, so what do I do now? And I sat with that for a minute and then something shifted. Because sitting in that hotel room, I looked at what I actually had. I had 2 products I built, products that solved real problems that I used myself and that I believed in. I had a funnel I'd been building for Condition Pro, a lead magnet system, a landing page, email automation, 3 PDF guides ready to deliver, all of it built and sitting there and none of it live. And I realized something I should have realized a long time ago. The panic wasn't really about the canceled project. The panic was a signal. It was telling me that I had been cavalier. I was cavalier about the speed at which I was showing these things to. I'd been treating the launch like something I'd get to eventually, when everything was perfect and when I was ready. But there's a version of waiting for ready that isn't patience. It's fear, wearing the clothes of professionalism. I've been so focused on optimizing the product that I'd never stopped to ask the most important question. What does the market actually need from me? Not what do I think it needs and not what have I designed it to need, but what does it actually need? You can't answer that question with a product sitting on your hard drive. You can only answer it by shipping. So I built and launched the entire Condition Pro lead magnet funnel in a single session. Landing page, email automation, 3 PDFs, 3 posts live across Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Then I got on a plane and the funnel ran. By the time I landed, it was live. People were finding it, the automation was working, and the market started to tell me things. The canceled project didn't cost me anything I wasn't already losing by waiting. What it gave me was the clarity I was avoiding. Ship it. I've been thinking about this since I got home, and I want to give you 3 things that I know to be true. Lesson 1, the market will tell you what it needs, but only if you let it. Eric Ries wrote about this in The Lean Startup. The idea that the biggest failure mode for any product or idea isn't launching something bad. It's spending months or even years building the perfect version of something that nobody asked for. The first version of anything you ship is not a product, it's a question. You're asking the market, is this what you need? Is this the problem you actually have? And the market will answer, but it can only answer if you ask. I built Condition Pro around the problems I experienced personally. No gym access, no coaching structure, needing guidance through a run when things got hard. All real and genuine. But I didn't know if the people I was building for had the same problems until I shipped and let them tell me. The first week of data from a live funnel teaches you more than a year of planning could. Lesson 2, the first version is research, not product. This one took me a while to sit with because it feels like an excuse to ship something bad. You don't ship something that's genuinely harmful or that undermines the trust you've spent years building. Christensen wrote about premature scaling, about how moving too fast in the wrong direction can be harder to exit than moving slowly in the right one. So the floor matters, but above that floor, the version that ships doesn't need to be the version you envision. It needs to be good enough to generate a real response, because a real response, even a negative one, even someone saying this isn't quite what I needed, is more valuable than silence. Silence is what you get when you wait for perfect. I had been protecting my products from feedback by not shipping them. And I told myself it was because I wanted them to be right. But what I was actually doing was protecting myself from finding out if I was wrong. The moment I shipped, I stopped protecting myself and I started learning. That's when the product actually started getting built. Lesson 3, the imperfect thing that ships beats the perfect thing that doesn't every single time. Because the perfect thing that doesn't ship doesn't exist. It only exists in your head. And in your head, it never has to face the one thing that would tell you whether it's actually good. A real person encountering it in the real world. I want to say something directly to the coaches watching this who have an idea, a program, a system, or a product. Something they've been building in private, waiting to get right before they show it to anyone. The waiting is not making it better. The waiting is making it safer. And there is a version of safe that is the most expensive thing you will ever choose. You have 2 products, systems, things you've built that people need. Stop optimizing in private, let the market in, and ship it scared. Here's where I am right now. Condition Pro is live. The funnel is running. People are finding it, downloading the guides, going through the automation. Is it perfect? No. Is it teaching me things I could have learned any other way? Every single day. Program Pro is next. I'm shipping it scared. And I'm letting what I learned from the real people in the real world shape what it becomes. If you've been sitting on something, a system, a product, a way of coaching that you believe in, but haven't shown anyone yet, I'd ask you one question. What are you actually waiting for? Because ready isn't coming. Ready is what happens after you ship.